Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Kool-Aid Podcast. Twitter, Kool-Aid Podcast 10. Join if you want. Link posted. Guys, today is a tough day. After the start of that second half, I tweeted out and I said this, guys. Barcelona did not start well. And this was like from like the first 30 seconds, the first minute, you could already like tell that Barcelona were not at it. After I saw the goals coming in, as soon as they hit three, I was like, you know what? TV off. I didn't even watch the rest of the game, and thank God I didn't watch the rest of the game
Yeah.
because it would have been a complete waste of time. But guys, as always, let me introduce my co-host for today, Alex.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Yeah, and I'm glad we're doing this post-match reaction a little bit later, just because in the moment I was so heated, I was
Yeah,
so
I
angry.
don't want to talk about the game either.
I did not want to talk about the game at all. Like I was, you know what? I wanted to hop on and just get out of the way. Just be like, hey guys, I'm gonna give you my raw thoughts and my raw emotions. But I was like, you know what? Let me just cool down because it would have been bad. It would have been so
Yeah.
bad. Um, but guys, let's dive right in. Let's dive right in. It's tough. So let me screen share right now. Barcelona's lineup, and as I said, it's the predicted lineup. It's the lineup that Barcelona was gonna go for. Um, it's you know we don't have any other options. It was back with the exception of Christensen. The midfield exactly how we said: Kessie, Sergio Roberto, Lewandowski, Rafinha up top. Now, first half. When you look at that first half, I thought that Barcelona played really well. I thought Barcelona played with great intensity. We had a lot of chances. Real Madrid, they weren't on top of us. They didn't create that much. I thought Barcelona dominated. At the end of the first half, I was like, you know what? Calm, calm. But towards the end of that first half, through a super unlucky counter, Real Madrid score. You see where the Ter Stegen has a great save. Could there have been a foul on Lewandowski? I think so. I think that was a foul from Lewandowski. I don't know how the referee doesn't see that, but an unlucky bounce falls right to Rodrigo, goes past Sergio Roberto. Marcos Alonso is trying to, like, hey, foul him, foul him, foul him in that spot, but he doesn't, and then Rodrigo just goes, and it's a great counterattack from Real Madrid to basically score and go into the second half leading and basically tie the overall scoreboard. Um, but after that first half, I thought that Barcelona completely just like capitulated. I thought that first goal psychologically damaged us because like you do such a great first half and like ending in that way, it was so painful. But Alex, I get my brief thoughts on the game. But what were your thoughts? But how did you view the game? Um, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, so likewise, I also thought that at the beginning in the first 30, 40 minutes we had some moments where we were creating chances, we got close a couple times. There was
Mhm.
the Gavi handball claim, it's not a handball because it's a natural position of the body, but again, like we were getting close. We had a couple of chances where we almost scored. Um, I would say we were a bit unlucky, right, with the counterattack, but that's what counterattacking is, right?
Yeah,
It's taking the risk at the play, and we do play a high defensive line. I think Ancelotti did great today starting Rodrigo. It was something we were talking about. How could Madrid line up as well? And clearly, I thought he played great today. Much respect to the Madrid offense today. I thought they were on their game, and yeah, what can I say? We had chances, but we didn't convert. And Madrid, they worked with what they had. Um, it was a good counter-attacking play. Um, Good ball movement. Maybe some sloppy defending. I did see Conde. I believe, yeah, it was Conde slipped. I think when he was trying to block. It might have been in the second goal. I don't, or the third. I don't remember right now. But Conde
no,
slipped
the
and
the
playing well
second goal,
defending.
no, that second goal, it was poor defending from the team overall.
Yeah, but the first one at least, I thought it was a bit
No,
of
the first one, it was Marcos Alonso who like
yeah.
he was trying to stop Rodrigo, and then
Yeah,
like
it was a well worked goal. Great ball from Benzema to put it back into the box for Vinicius to shoot. But again, I thought our defending today was sloppy.
Yeah.
We definitely missed the absences of Christensen, who I think is a great communicator in the back and someone who builds play very well, great on the ball, very solid defending. We missed
Hmm.
him. I think today we also missed Frankie de Jong in the midfield.
Completely.
We
Yeah.
missed him dearly. He's a player that can help us transition into offense very
Uh-huh.
much. And not only that, we're also missing players like Pedri,
Yeah.
players like Dembele, and of course I don't want to say we're missing all these players why we play poorly. I think we had a poor game overall. Our midfield was non-existent. Um, we had a couple moments, where we carried the ball and excuse me, and did something with it, getting some through
Yeah.
balls. But for the most part, our midfield was very ineffective today. And I think our attack, I don't think it was terrible
No.
because chances were created. But again, if you're not converting the chances, what are they there
No.
for?
No, I thought our most dangerous player was actually no one in the attack. It was actually Balde, I think.
Yeah,
Balde
Molde had a good game today. I
Balde
will
had
say
an
that.
amazing game. He had some fantastic runs, and if someone puts their leg in, if someone gets the end of those chances, it's a goal.
Yeah.
I thought he was the most dangerous player. Um,
Yeah, and
yeah,
it's unfortunate because again, how we had the personnel, it would have been different, I imagine.
no,
But listen, I take away to take from here is the league is, yes, it's a 12-point lead,
no,
but the league is not won yet.
no,
We gotta go against Girona with everything we have, and there's still a lot of games left. Excuse me, and a lot of points to be won. So a loss is a loss. Yes, it sucks to lose a Clásico at home, but you can't win them all. Unfortunately,
no.
um, that's how sports work. That's how football works.
No, but the thing is, like, hey, this is a Copa del Rey semifinal match, where you're playing like for the passage to the final.
Right,
If you
but
beat Real Madrid, you're through to the next round. I completely understand. Hey, if you lose, you lose, but don't lose like this. Don't lose
yeah, no, no, no. Of
in
course,
that second half. The team after that second goal went in from Benzema, the entire team just like fell apart.
yeah,
The team in the second half
no,
they did not
it's
come to
right.
play
It's
whatsoever.
yeah. It was a lot of different things that I think led to that. I think obviously not having some of your key figures demoralizes the squad because you obviously the players recognize their leaders and their best
Yeah.
players, and I think it's a big factor. But yeah, no, I don't think the team was ready for this game today. I don't mentally. I mean, um, and they didn't play. And the team didn't play as how they should, and there's what you're gonna get. The reason I'm maybe not more nonchalant about this is that I already processed it. It's not the end of the world either, and I would have liked to have won a triple
A trouble.
this year,
Yeah.
but a double isn't bad
Yeah.
if we secure the league, which we're on
Yeah.
track to do. But
No, no. Okay. Here's the thing. Barcelona, this game is very difficult to handle because that first half it was very equal. It was very equal. I actually thought that in the first couple of minutes that handball from Alaba, uh, I thought that was a penalty, a clear penalty, stonewall cold penalty.
which one?
Um,
Oh,
it,
the Gavi.
yeah
Yeah, but
the Gavi Alaba. No, the only thing I would say that's a penalty is because David Alaba has not placed his hand on the ground yet. It hits
mm,
his hand before he's placed his arm on the
as he's
ground
dropping, yeah,
as he's dropping. And so like it's not being placed down. And so that's just like, come on. And then okay, so now let's look at the individual performances overall. I thought Ter Stegen, I thought like, hey, he didn't do anything good. He didn't do anything bad.
yeah. I
I
mean,
thought
when your defense is playing as bad as it did, there's no he got
exactly.
a good stop against Asensio, and he did a couple like decent saves, so it
No,
wasn't terrible either.
I would say maybe stop the penalty. Like, hey, save the penalty and give us life. If he
Yeah,
did
but
that, yeah, exactly.
it's a
Like you can't.
penalty. It's not easy.
It's a penalty. It's not easy. I thought Balde best defender. Mark, I thought the entire back line except for Balde had I think their worst performances so far. I thought Raujo and Kunde had like their worst performances in a Barcelona jersey this game. I thought Marcos Alonso did not cover himself in glory. There were multiple chances where he gave the ball away like super carelessly, super nervous. And this is so difficult because they competed in that first half. But that second goal and that first goal, like you cannot allow yourself to capitulate like that. This is exactly why in Europe we crumble and we fall and we fail. We can't have this. It's completely fine that Madrid beat you, but don't lose like that. Don't capitulate like that.
Yeah,
Um,
let him be better. Not don't
yeah,
lose through your mistake.
exactly. And then when you look at that midfield, I thought Kessie played a fantastic first half. I thought he was everywhere. He was able to recovering the ball, some silky dribbling, some good passes. I thought he played very well. Except that second half was just I have to forget. You give away the penalty, um, and then that right after you come off. I think that second half was atrocious from Kessie. Busquets without Frankie De Jong, you see Busquets is like he's exposed. His weaknesses are exposed. He can't cover ground. Sergio Roberto and Frank Kessie are not Frankie De Jong, and the team suffers tremendously without him. I thought Sergio Roberto was completely anonymous throughout the game. He did absolutely nothing. Um, and when I think about it, there weren't any instances where like he was recovering the ball or doing anything. I thought Sacramento had like another game to forget. I thought Gavi played really well. I thought he gave tirelessly pressing. And how can you have your left winger be everywhere? He has to be up top. He has to defend. He has to cover ground. He has so much responsibility to do. It's just the team without Pedri and Usman Dembele, they suffer so much offensively. Lewandowski, another game, another big game where he goes completely missing. How many games has Lewandowski showed up in the big occasion for Barcelona?
Yeah, I think he struggled to do that, but you know, over excuse me. Then again, you can also say offensively we weren't all there today, and maybe he didn't. You also got to remember that Lewandowski is not a player like he's a nine, right? He's a in the box type of finisher, so it's
Yeah.
also his play style. I understand, you know, maybe yeah he could have done more, but I just think the team didn't facilitate that for him either. I don't think we're
No,
playing up to par.
but then again, give us a moment of magic. There were multiple instances I remember where Rafinha gives him a pass or Gavi or someone gives him a pass, like, hey, do something crazy, do a work of art where hey, you you take off the shot or do something, do something to get your team in the winning position because these are the type of moments that we signed Lewandowski for. Like these are the type of games where he has to show up and be like, hey, I'm here. For example, in the game against Bayern in the Champions League, those chances, if he puts those away, our Champions League season goes completely different. It's a completely different story. And I thought Rafinha, oh my God, Camavinga had his number throughout the entire game. Rafinha did not pass Camavinga once. And props to Camavinga because I thought he played really well. World class player that Real Madrid have. A player who was able to play in multiple positions. He's like invaluable for a coach. That's like gold dust
Mhm.
for a coach.
He's like
Um,
James Milner.
yeah,
Okay.
James Milner. He's basically like Sergio Roberto, but like times 10. Imagine.
And much
Um,
younger.
yeah, much younger. And this is how Real Madrid line up. And this is exactly what I was said. I was saying like right before the game. I expect Real Madrid to go offensively for Ancelotti to do something, to go brave. And they started that attacking lineup, and I thought the entire attacking lineup from Real Madrid were amazing. I despise Vinicius Junior. He's that one of the players where I do not like whatsoever. It's completely fine to rattle your opponents and to provoke them because I want my players to do the exact same thing. Just he is so unlikable whatsoever. I do not like Vinicius Junior. What up? I respect his talent as a player. He's a world class player, but I despise him. I don't like him whatsoever.
Yeah, you always gotta have villains. You have
Yeah,
players like
exactly,
him, like
exactly.
Mbappe that people just no, and and it's fine because today he had a phenomenal game. I thought he exposed the defense a bunch of
Yeah,
times, but at the same time, like
yeah, no,
let's be honest with ourselves.
yeah,
Araujo is his father, and most of the games they have played, he has played
yeah,
against it. But yeah, he had a great game today, and he's a world class player. But I agree with you. You know, I find him incredibly annoying,
yeah.
but that's beside the point. He was
Yeah,
world class today.
yeah, and then we have Karim Benzema who goes on and scores a hat trick. For example, you have Benzema scoring a hat trick, and what do we have Lewandowski doing? Nothing.
Yeah,
Like you see in the moments is where you need to be the right place, right time. Benzema is there. he gets that goal. For example, when you look at that second goal, Benzema is right outside the box. He gets that chance. It's the story. It's two different stories. Um, and then, for example, I don't think Real Madrid played that well. I think we gave it to them. That's the worst part. Um, but then once again, it's a night to forget. It's completely understandable that we lose against Real Madrid with four starters missing in each of sections of the pitch, in the attack, two in the midfield, and especially one in defense. What can you do?
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
I have to give this game a 3.5 out of 10.
I would give
Just
this
because
game
we shut up, just because the team didn't forfeit.
just a team name forfeit. Oh my god, it's horrendous. It's horrible. But guys, we could be here on for a lot more. Just we're gonna call it a night just because this is shambolic. We are gonna give some more reaction to this. We're later in the week. We're gonna talk about this some more. But the most important thing is we can't let this result affect us in the league. We have a match against Girona on Monday at home. This is a perfect opportunity to just put that away. Unfortunately, we aren't doing the domestic treble. We're doing the domestic double. But Alex, before you go, would you, if we win La Liga and the Super Copa de España, would you classify this as a successful season?
Yeah,
You
I
would.
would. I mean, no Europe. I get that, but at the same time, a domestic trophy in a league, I think it's a solid season.
Hmm. Yeah. Especially looking at the first half of the season, Barcelona's completely out of Europe, and the way we get knocked out. I think the season as a whole, Barcelona were very consistent, and they were better than Real Madrid throughout the entire season. Just in certain moments with key absences, injuries have completely hampered us tremendously. Injuries have been our bane so far this season.
Yeah.
But guys, let us know down below your thoughts, your reactions, everything. As Alex said, I'm gonna give actually this match of two. This was horrendous from Barcelona. And I'm pretty sure if you asked me for my match reaction, as soon as the game finished, I would have given it a 0. It was shambolic from Barcelona. But guys, as always, I post a link on Twitter if you guys ever want to join and react. Always feel free and welcome. But as always, like, subscribe, and comment. And we'll see you guys all on the next episode. Peace out, guys.